Discover You. A journey to your true self and a mind-blowing exercise to experience it. Ever wondered who you truly are beneath the layers of names, titles, and social labels? Today, not only we will unravel the profound concept of the true self, but also I will guide you through a mesmerizing exercise that will let you experience it right here, right now. I could say that the most useful thing a person can realize in this life is who one really is. In other words, what is our true self? I will explain it in this video and guide you through an easy exercise so you can experience it firsthand, if you wish. If you think about it for a moment, each of us has spent a lifetime learning these different ideas about ourselves. For example, when you were a baby, you were given a name by your parents. When you are given a name, you don't know it yet, but gradually, if you hear it enough times, you begin to associate it with yourself. However, name is just a set of letters that describes you. The name you receive is not your identity. Over days, weeks, months and years, you will learn all sorts of ideas about yourself. And this applies to all of us, as part of this society. People tell us what we are like. We are nice, we are naughty, we are wise, we are cheerful. And what we are not. I'm not tall enough, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not beautiful enough. We also learn what we are capable of and what we are not capable of or cannot do. Like, I'm not good in maths, I'm not smart, I lack willpower. Some of these are told to us directly, while some we are allowed to assume or interpret from the behavior of others. For example, if I, as a child, every time we cry or feel sad, and then we are punished for it, for example by being locked in a different room alone, we will soon learn that these emotions should not be shown. And we might stop showing them, and that might create a lot of problems in the future. As we grow up, we learn to ask ourselves in a way, what about me has to be true for people to say those things about me? For example, if a parent says enough times that you will never amount to anything, we may believe that to be true about ourselves, and it becomes a belief. A belief, that's an idea we believe to be 100% true. This is how we create an idea or story about ourselves, a kind of model or internal image of who we think we are. What we can do, what we can't do, what is possible for us, what is not. This image we create is a bit like, looking into a mirror. You see an image of yourself there. But that image in the mirror is not your true self, not the real self. It's just an image of you. Are perhaps some of these definitions and beliefs we've created limiting our lives? I think so. Might they discourage us even trying something new? Metaphorically speaking, it's almost as we are constantly carrying around a cardboard cutout of ourselves, changing how we want others to see us a little bit depending on the situation. In some situation I'm a son, in some situation I'm a father, in some situation I'm a friend, and so on. The real you is not the cardboard cutout or the external image of you. It's not your social media profile, it's not the character you've created in your mind. It's who you are before any beliefs, thoughts, stories or ideas about who you should be. You are not your body, you are not your thoughts. You have a body, you have thoughts. You are the one that experiences and perceives all of this. Thoughts come and go. The one who perceives those thoughts is always present. On the other hand, thoughts like, I need to improve this, or become better, or change something about myself, are very normal and part of being human. We have an innate need to evolve, and that has helped us immensely during the hundreds of thousands of years we've been here. but who we are is unchanging. From that state of beingness and feeling, we are much more capable of pursuing a lifestyle that is best for our health and well-being. It's not done from an I'm not good enough as I am perspective, and changes are easier to make when we live from that space. Often insights into our true nature, who we really are, can change the direction of our entire lives. We may understand what is important to us or genuinely listen to our hearts, what it is saying, and follow it, have the courage to follow it. One of the biggest tasks in my coaching and trainings is to create the right conditions for the clients to gain insight about their situation that will impact their own health and well-being. Gaining these insights is often the result of being able to see who we really are and what truly matters in our lives. So, the question remains, who are you? Let's take a moment to think about who you are. It's easy to get lost in the thought of who you are not. The imperfections we experience can stigmatize our self-image. In reality, there's no need to change or fix the real you inside. We have simply piled on top of our true self all sorts of beliefs and thoughts that are influenced by our current life situation and experiences we've had during our life here on earth. We really don't need anything more, but rather we need to let go and dissolve the beliefs that limit us about who we really are. There is often talk of freeing ourselves from the shackles of the past, and this is what Carl Jung called shadow work. And there's also a quite in-depth video on this channel about shadow work and how to automate it. You can check it out if that interests you. But as we mentioned earlier, you are not your thoughts, you are not your name. Thoughts come, thoughts go. You are the one who pays attention to your thoughts. You existed before you had a name. You are not your body. What if, for example, your arm was amputated? You would still be you, even if you were missing an arm. Who is that would notice the missing arm? Is it the same one who notices your thoughts? Throughout our lives, we have put together one big idea of who we are. The idea of I can also be referred to as ego. It's a cluster of different ideas and assumptions that we associate with our identity. And it's a bit more complex, but I think that's enough for this video. Our identity has been shaped by countless events and experiences in our lives, which have combined to make us draw a conclusion about who am I. For example, if we were unsupported as a child or thought by a parent, you will never amount to anything, we may have adopted that belief. If you find this content beneficial, please like this video. If you don't want to miss our future releases, consider subscribing to the channel and setting the notifications on. Beliefs can change. A belief is an idea that we hold to be 100% true. However, beliefs can change. In the same way, we can realize our true nature. Some people call this awakening out of the illusion of the mind. This idea we've created of who we are can change over time, and these ideas and beliefs make up our outer shell, our mask. But we are something much more. We are the one who notices all this. It's easy to get caught up in our own thoughts and believe that our thoughts tell us 100% the truth about the world, when in reality they only tell about the state of our thoughts. Our true nature is unchanging. How many times in your life you were like 100% sure that something is true, but later on learned it to be false? And that insight changed your original belief. There are many different exercises that help us to experience in a concrete way who we truly are. This next exercise I learned a long time ago called Just One Look, and it will help you to see more clearly that thoughts and feelings are something that come and go, while we are something much more permanent that attends to those thoughts and feelings. If you want to experience that right now, you can do this next exercise. I will guide you through it, but you can do it on your own later at your own pace, although it's good to be guided the first time around. Each time you do the exercise, you will get an experience seeing beyond the mask that you've created. And this starts the process of living as your true self. And let's go to the guided exercise. Meet your true self. Sit down on a chair or just lie on the bed. Close your eyes if you want. Take a moment to breathe in and out. In and out. When you feel relaxed, turn your attention to your tongue, resting relaxed in your mouth. Hold your attention on this sensation for about 30 seconds in your tongue. If you notice your thoughts being drifted, gently bring your attention back to your focus. Just focus in your tongue. If thoughts arise and you notice attention drifting, bring it back to your tongue while breathing calmly. Now, shift your attention to your right hand. Feel how your right hand feels and focus on that feeling, also about 30 seconds, 1 minute. If the thought escapes, your mind starts to wander, drift away, gently bring your focus and attention back to your right hand. Breathe calmly while doing so, keeping your attention in your right hand. Next, place your attention on the air going in and out of your nose. Breathe through your nose. Hold your attention here also for about half a minute. If thoughts arise and you notice your attention is drifting, bring it gently back to your nose while you're breathing in calmly. Now, just as you directed your attention to your tongue, your right hand, and breath, direct your attention inward. Observe the subtle sensation of what it feels like to be you, what you call me. Focus on that. What you are looking for or looking at in this situation is the simple feeling of yourself. You're not trying to pay attention to the thoughts or feelings that come and go within you. You are here now. You are the one paying attention to your thoughts. You cannot deny that you do not exist. But how can you be sure that you exist? Why is it impossible to deny that you are here right now? How does it feel to be you? A clear sign that you can have had this glimpse of your true self, like you've noticed who you really are behind the thoughts and belief, is a certain experience of peace and stillness. It might be short, but it is above all a feeling. It's a very familiar and safe feeling, like coming home. Another way to get a glimpse of the real you is to tap into a memory from your childhood or youth. And let's do that now as well. Please continue to keep your eyes closed and pay attention to your breathing for a while. Breathe in and breathe out. Pay attention to the sensation of air flowing in and out your nose. Continue to do that for about 30 seconds a minute. Notice the air flowing in and out. In and out of your nose. Next, recall an event from your childhood. It doesn't have to be anything special. It can be some nice situation, but the important thing is that you remember it clearly. Just relax and let the memory come back to you. A childhood memory, a happy memory perhaps. When a detailed memory appears, pay attention to whether you are observing the memory as if you were watching a movie in which you are an outside character. And if so, try instead now to go inside the scene so that you get a sense of what is happening, and in a sense live the moment of the memory. Put yourself in there. Immerse yourself completely in what the situation feels like. Try to see what it felt like to be yourself at that moment. Give yourself permission to fully experience the situation. Next, shift your attention one more time. This time shift your attention to how it feels to be you right now. Good. This simple introspective look at your true self, the feeling you call yourself, will immediately help end any underlying feelings of anxiety or dissatisfaction in life. You get a moment of peace, even if it only lasts a second or two at first. But it will grow. And once you get a glimpse, you know it's true. Perhaps you've had glimpses before, so this is just a reassurance that you're on your right track. If this is pretty new to you, and because you probably haven't done this exercise before, you may start to feel like am I doing this right? I recommend repeating the exercise several times whenever you feel like it. It's really easy to learn once you go through the guidance a couple of times. Over time, as you see the effects of the exercise in your life, the need to do the exercise will fade and eventually disappear because you will constantly experience the presence of your true self. I really hope you find this helpful. And you can open your eyes if you haven't already. In Rebel Energetics, we help people to become the best version of themselves by focusing on the body, mind, spirit, and shadow with a strong emphasis on different types of energy work. Our level of satisfaction in life can take a quantum leap when we heal, grow, and awaken. The best way to support this channel is to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who might find this beneficial.